Hey man, it's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Orange Dungeon this time, man. We giving to you real raw rugged, and we got another special guest in the building this morning, like the Breakfast Club say, and we got I'm gonna let the man introduce himself, man. Who we got in the building, man?
It's your boy OJ Mac, man. What's happening?
Hey man, what's good with you, man? For the people who's been living under a rock and don't know who OG Mako is, who is OG Mako to the people?
The People's Champ.
People champ.
Bitch, you guessed it.
Hey man, I love it. Well, I kind of want to start off before we even get to anything rapping related, anything. I kind of want to go way back in your way back life. Did you used to work in like in a gym, like in a LA Fitness?
I did.
Hey man, a young nigga trying to get in shape, man. Please give me some advice, man. What's the advice to get my cardio up, man? What I need to do, man?
In your spare time, man, you know what I'm saying? While you count that money, you gotta go to the gym and hop on that bike, man. You count that bike, you know what I'm saying? You get your count time up, you know, because it's not about how much you can count, it's how fast you can count it. Because you're always gonna have a lot, you feel me? You gotta keep that heart rate going. You gotta keep moving because you gotta keep chasing that bread, you feel me?
How are you an in shape nigga yourself, or are you not into that anymore?
Man, nah, I'm not maintaining myself. I'm a fucking rock star. Rock stars don't work out. We do drugs and shit.
I understand, man. Hey, last question about stuff you did in the real long past. Are you a big game of fan? I mean, are you a big fan of games?
Hell yeah, I'm a huge gamer. 11 years I stayed down with Xbox Live.
Hey, man, I see. If I'm not mistaken, you play a lot of games like Do you like horny business too? And
Yeah, man.
please tell how was that game, man?
Man, that was a fucking. I remember I got my fucking Korean best friend, fucking Sean Gordon, told me about this weird ass fucking game. That shit was funny as shit because it was like hella like fucking and porn and like bitches was getting like nutted on. It was crazy.
Favorite game of all time. What's your favorite game of all time?
That's tough, man.
If that's too tough, favorite
like
games.
like Ocarina of Time is like the GOAT game. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that shit kind of unfair, but I don't know, man. Metal Gear Solid 5 is pretty solid. Battlefield, solid. Call of Duty 4 is like top five, definitely. So, you know, I got a few of them.
Facts. Any games you playing right now in your spare time?
I just picked up that Deus Ex, man, Undivided. I've been playing a lot of fucking Division. I've
Mm.
been playing a lot of Rainbow Six. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch.
Hmm. Hey man, that's good to hear, man. Well, I mean, people are going to, kill me if I don't ask. The tragic question, man. How is your eye doing, man?
Well, I mean, actually, you know what I'm saying? I show to you now, it's a lot better, you know, but the vision in it is like, fucked, you know?
Yeah,
But I gotta get that back, but it look a lot better, right?
yeah, it
You
does.
know?
It really because I
Looks
remember you
like an
posted it.
eye now, right?
Yeah, I remember you posted it. Looked real red and like damaged and stuff. But you look good, huh?
Yeah, man, the vision gotta come back to it, too. It look good, but it ain't working right.
Yeah. You want to indulge in what exactly happened to it, man?
Yeah, it's some bullshit, bro. You know, like people always, you know, you get like a lot of times you shouldn't be drinking, you shouldn't be driving, you shouldn't be fucked up, and shit happens, bro.
Mm.
You know, so like I wasn't driving. Luckily, that's a good thing. I keep posting these fast videos, and everybody like, you know, slow down. That's how you lost the eye. I never got in a crash where I've been fucking driving. So
Hey, cause I see a lot of people. I don't know if it's just me, but I see a lot of people wish a lot of negative things on you, and you actually
yeah,
see.
man, they really do. They wish a lot of negative shit. People want me to die.
Yeah, and let me tell you why. I feel like you have a bad reputation for I don't know why, but I'm gonna bring it up later in the interview. But I feel like people need to get to know you, and I want to do this interview so people can be like, OG Mako is really not that bad of a guy. You know what I'm saying? I want niggas to know that OG Mako is a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm fucking awesome, man. I
Yeah.
just chill and do me, you know. But people want to try and make you out from something. I do all these interviews where I show who I am, and they're like, people try and make like their whole profile of me from like tweets and shit, and that's like, it's so idiotic to do that. And they call me stupid and tell me all this stuff, and they're really the ones doing that crazy shit. But it's okay. The real ones know, you know.
At least
Fuck
you,
with y'all.
at least you're showing you human, and you're not, a robot. And niggas telling you what to say. You speak your
And,
mind.
and that's what I'm saying. They say all that shit about me, but then they scream they want people to be a real nigga and shit. So I mean, I'm a real nigga all the time, and they hate it. So whatever.
I mean, usually the niggas who probably hate are niggas that's like the trolls and the niggas that live their life behind a computer screen. So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you can't even be mad. But a question I did want to ask you. I remember you. I don't know what interview it was. You probably said this in tons of interviews, but you were kind of saying that the bitch you guessed the song was a stupid song. Like it was a song that stupid niggas would turn up to and blah blah blah, something like
Yeah,
that, right?
I mean, when I say that, I say like it's in the marketing plan aspect and shit. The song is a great song and it's a fun song. But to be completely honest, it's just like now people are like, oh yeah, you're making his music change and all this shit. My music was more like how it is now before you guess it than it was, after it. And so what happened was I dropped You Guess It and everybody thought that was the shit I was gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody else would have did what I did, I think they would have been like super amazed to go from making random ass stuff that inspired a whole genre basically of everybody doing shit now.
Yeah.
And then switching up and deciding, hey, I want to be a real artist, like from the jump.
Yeah.
Like I think everybody else would have been like, holy shit, this guy's amazing. But because it was me and my song was so big and the difference was so big between the artistry and that and the artistry and something else, people
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to accept it.
Oh well, yeah. The whole thing what I was gonna bring that up about is of course when you drop that after a couple years you didn't have that same buzz, and I was wondering, do you think you didn't have that same buzz when you first dropped it because you added a little substance to your music and niggas weren't expecting the substance, or you think that
That's
was the reason?
exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened.
I was supposed to make stupid shit the whole time. I was supposed to please them instead of doing what I was wanting to do. I was supposed to go and make just dumbass music and just keep making it and making it. And eventually, when they got tired of that, then I was supposed to try and switch it up. But the difference was I had already made so much of that shit. I didn't want to make no more of it. They just missed out on it. Anyway, that ain't really everything I make. And now I go back and make shit all the time, like who got the clout and all this shit. But at the same time, the vast majority of my music is some of the best lyrical content in hip hop right now, and niggas not realizing it because they want to hear me say 4-letter sentences.
That's a fact. Do you regret making that song since niggas want you to?
Fuck no, I made a fuckload of money off that song. I didn't give no fuck.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, speaking of dumb shit in rap, it's a lot of dumb shit popular in rap today. Any thoughts on that? Like, do you enjoy that dumb shit, or do you hate it, or how do you
I
feel?
mean,
about dumb
that is one of the regrets I have about it. I hate that sometimes I do hate that I made that song and it made it so possible for so many random ass fucking trash people to get into the rap game. But at the same time, some of these people are creating inventions, and that's kind of what I wanted to happen anyway. I wanted people to be able to express it in a different way where you can feel the music, and that's what people are working with now, feelings instead of lyrical content and shit. So it was like a double-edged sword. I made something that I don't use, but it was not always for me to use anyway.
Well, let's say that you're running music, like you're the president of not even hip hop, just music. You run everything. If you was controlling everything going on in music, what would you have popping out there, excluding your music? But what would you want to hear on the radio, on music videos and stuff? What would be your idea of a perfect mainstream music thing? What would you want to hear? What type of music? What would the landscape
I
sound
feel
like?
you should always make hooks that are enjoyable. I feel like you should always make hooks that people can relate to. But what you do with the verses is all up to you. But I feel like you don't have to to drown out the substance in all the music versus some of it. It's kind of crazy. I feel like if you can't make any substantial music, then we can't really classify you as a high level artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get money, and I ain't gonna hate on you or none of that. But how dare you think you got sauce? You know what I'm saying? Anybody the kids don't require much these days. The kids require so little, and even if you try to do more, they don't even want it. So it's you can't really. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of higher level music being made outside of rap. Are you listening to anything outside of rap currently? You like anything?
I listen to everything outside of rap currently because rap is just real easy.
Can you please put me on some stuff? Because I like to venture off.
I mean, I'll throw you back, back, you gotta go back, and then climb your way up, listen to some Dance Gavin Dance. Listen to the, Bon Iver Bon Iver just dropped a new fucking album.
Fucks with him and James Blake. Yeah. So I fucks with him and James Blake. Niggas is hard.
Man, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say, the James Blake, Coheed and Cambria. You know what I'm saying? Get on these things. And shit that should expand your knowledge. Phil Collins is one of my favorite artists. So is Black Sabbath. Check out Black Sabbath from 1972 to 1976. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Great artist. Well, also talking about you having a bad rep. You tweeted, I don't know, a couple days ago that you had a bad rep. I just want to know, why do you think you have that, and can you clear it up and try to make everything good?
I don't really want to try to make everything good. I just want people to realize that every time things happen, people go and say, man, I think it's wrong. You judge people off this, you judge people off that. But for the vast amount of my career, I have done nothing but positive things in real life
Mm-hmm.
and I might tweet some kind of troll shit, just because, or maybe sometimes just take my actual opinion, and then like only weeks after everybody condemned me for it, then somebody else says the exact same thing, and they're like a fucking hero for it.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's like I want people to just realize that there's a stigma attached to me that I didn't attach to myself, just because the weird fucking kids who was afraid to be themselves decided that me being me and me being real and me being honest and trying to create some kind of change wasn't what they wanted at the time. But now they celebrate all the things I said is what made all these people possible that they listen to every day now. So I want people to realize that shit. I don't, and more since it's now than ever, I'm OG Maco, because now I really OG'd a lot of this shit to existence, and I feel like I don't need people to fucking cheer my name and shit. But the fact of the matter is, I made all the sauce anyway, so you might as well run it.
Hey, well, I hope that niggas can listen to this and, like I said, realize that you're human and you do human things. You make mistakes, or you say stuff, you troll, or you just state your opinion. And I don't know, niggas just don't get so butthurt about shit all the time.
Yeah, man, they should. I mean, I don't understand why I can't go to the internet and have fun like everybody else.
I think it's
I say
because
some
you're a
shit for
celebrity.
fun, and I have to defend myself from it. It's like, bro, I said it for fun, bro. I was trying to fucking troll for like 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And the greater message was, the reason I even trolled about it is because of this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times too, people don't realize the news comes so slow. I remember they tried to tell me like me and Future was beefing, and I remember we got on the phone call within like 5 minutes of there even being a tweet about it. Me and Future had already talked. You know what I'm saying? And it took another 5 days, 7 days for him to for the story to even come out that something even happened. And they waited another 3 days to update after that. So you like got a 10-day-old story that was resolved within 5 fucking minutes.
I mean, you gotta
but
think.
for the ratings.
See, my whole thing when I interview somebody, I don't like to edit it or do any of that because, just like how you said, people just want a story. They want a headline. They want to edit stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
and niggas just evil and manipulate stuff, and I'm not a fan of
They
that shit.
manipulate the fuck out of shit, and then there's also a higher agendas. You know what I'm saying? But what people need to realize is, I have yet to drop another record on the radio. Like, so people always wonder, like, why aren't you on the radio? I haven't put a record to be on the radio. I haven't did it.
Why's
You know
that?
what I'm saying? For a very simple reason. My album is fucking spectacular, and I feel like people are going to look at my album and they're going to hear it and they're going to not believe it came from me, but only because they didn't take the time to realize the vast amount of top tier music I dropped in the last 2 years. But so when they hear these big ass records, they're gonna be like, yo, this the fucking You Guessed It guy. But I'm not the You Guessed It guy, I'm OG Maco. And I'm fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So if all you heard was You Guessed It, then that's just your bitch ass. I can't do nothing about that. Nor am I gonna try and find you to figure it out, because the real one's gonna find all my shit anyway, and they like, man, how the fuck are y'all sleep on this dude? You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind. I let humans be humans. I just wish all these people who have dreams and have aspirations, like, look at this shit and realize, like, I'm 24 with one eye. This is a fucking Hublot right now. This is a Hublot. And this is a goddamn Rick Owens bracelet, and you didn't even fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, OG Mac is doing just fine because his eye patch is made out of Rick Owens leather.
Hey, talk to
I
him.
mean, I don't understand. You feel me? But hey, man, salute.
Hey, that gotta be your moniker now, man. When a nigga like hear you rapping, like, wow, that nigga can actually rap. You gotta be like, hey, man, I'm fucking ridiculous. You gotta let niggas know you're fucking ridiculous, man. It's an epic moniker, but no, I actually want to hear kind of just changing subjects a little bit. I have a theory on rapper rehab. I have this whole theory, and you're in Atlanta, and a lot of these people come from Atlanta, Chicago that I'm talking about. I don't want to know if you agree or disagree with this. I have a theory that a lot of rappers are from the hood or whatever, and people from the hood in general, I feel like need to go to therapy, rehab. And a lot of people become rappers and they get fame, and they're not ready for that because they're traumatized from stuff that's going on in the hood. Like, people have PTSD and all this crazy stuff. And I honestly believe that, like, these rappers aren't okay in the head and they need to, like, talk to somebody. And I honestly feel like rehab or therapy be a thing, and I feel like it needs to be a rapper's rehab where rappers from the hood go to and open up to somebody that's not also like a certified somebody who got a PhD, but somebody that's also come from that culture too. I just want to know, like, would you think that'd be a good thing, or would you think that'd be counterproductive?
It would help if people would use it. You know what I'm saying? But I fear the artists probably wouldn't use it because some of that shit is so deep seated, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like, even when you're not going through it, even if you got over it, when you go back to where you at, when you go back to where you're from, you feel me? Like, there's still certain shit going on. And when you get there, then, like, how do you can't rehab reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's right there in your face with it. You feel me? And it's not something that's in your past. It's in your very immediate present. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's a fact. Well, last question for me, and